Well, hey guys, how is it going? All right, I am just popping up here really quick today. As you can see, I have no makeup on. This is me with no makeup on, just to let you see that I am authentic. There are no filters on me or anything. Um, all I have on is really a little sunscreen because I walked my dog Hobson about an hour ago for about 10-15 minutes, but I think that has already soaked in. So I'm going to be doing a get ready with me and kind of like a get ready with me for online video Zoom interviews. Okay, so as in the modern society here, it's no more real in person, drive to the office, put on your suit, have an interview with someone, shake their hand, kind of look them in the eye and talk to them. 9 times out of 10 now, the interviews are going to be on a Zoom call or some sort of video chat. So, in order to be successful at it, in my opinion, you should present yourself as best you can. So, what I'm going to do, I've actually got a Zoom meeting scheduled in about an hour and a half. I'm looking at the clock over here. About an hour and a half, and I've got to get ready. This is what I'm going to wear as my top. It's just a plain polo t-shirt. This is just for part-time gig kind of work. They want to get to know me and know my background and know my skill sets and everything. So I don't feel like I don't have to go all jazzed up and be glammed out and everything. I will put on probably a pair of little stud earrings, maybe some pearls or maybe some little huggies. I will put my hair down after I do my makeup. But what I wanted you guys to go through with me is my mental state on how to prepare for an interview that requires a video chat, what type of makeup I'm going to be using, and that kind of thing. And we'll chat about a lot of things too as I go along, okay? And I'll go ahead and show you everything I'm using on my face today, and then you can always go on my Amazon store. There's a link for all the cosmetics and makeups that I usually use in my videos, and I can even pull out the individual ones that I'm using right now. So just makes it easier for you guys in case you say, hey, that looks pretty cool. I might pick that up. I do, full disclosure, I do get a little coin for it for the affiliate links. I mean, we're talking pennies, but it does help you get to that product immediately and not have to hunt for it on Google and go through you know different websites to go get it, okay? And it helps me out, so it helps everybody out. All right, the first one up is the Elf Poreless Putty Primer. This is what I'm going to be using on my face right now, just to get my face in optimum position to have the foundation on me, okay? So while I'm doing my makeup, I'm gonna talk to you guys. I don't know, I always have dry lips. I don't know why, but I always have dry lips. So here's my little you know mirror. And I just basically put this on my cheeks. I don't put it all over my face. Put my mirror over here. I just put it mainly on my nose, um, like that, and under my lips, like that, and definitely on my chin because I do tend to have some discoloration and bigger pores on my chin, so I do that. Uh, yeah, my lips are definitely cracked. Hopefully they're not bleeding. That would be kind of awkward, wouldn't it be? Like I'm on video and here it is, my lips are like bleeding and stuff. I have a tendency to bite my lips, and especially, when I get a little nervous, and I am a little nervous before a video interview. Not that, I'm on video a lot. I'm not as nervous as I would imagine most people would be in front of the camera, because I can hold my own on it. But you just don't know who's sitting across that chair from you or across that table from you, even though it's video. But so you just don't know, and it's just the unknown that makes you a little angst and all that. All right, so I've put the putty all over. Um, I'll put a little under my eye. I usually normally don't, but it can't hurt. If there's a little luminosity going on. And, I'm looking also at my lights here, and I'm like, oh gosh, I hope my lights don't go dark on me while I'm having this interview. Like all these different nightmare situations go through my mind when I'm I'm on live. And that's of course if I'm live streaming or if I'm having a live chat with someone important, that I'm trying to make a good impression on. I always have these things in my mind. What if the lights go out, and what if the dog comes in here and barks his head off because someone's at the door? What if someone's at the door and they're ding donging? Like my front door is literally 10 feet away, well, maybe 15 feet away from this room. And so it's, very prevalent for someone to come here or make a delivery or the mailman or something. So I'm like, what if all these things happen while I'm trying to do this video and, trying to make a good impression and all of that. Now, when you're doing a recorded video, obviously you can stop the video and you can, deal with the situation and then get back online. But if you're doing a live video or you're doing a chat, that's kind of hard. So yeah, rule number one, make sure that you're in a quiet zone or a quiet area. Make sure your pets are put away when you're doing this online, interview and all that. And, hopefully everything goes okay. So I'm using this. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. And I'm doing the 2-in-1 foundation with the concealer already in because I really don't have the time to be dealing with a lot of extra steps like concealer under my eye. In my opinion, I don't need a lot of concealer really under my eye. I'll just come in a little close so you guys can see. So I don't really deal with all that. So I'm just going to put a couple of, tiny bit of pumps on here. And I'll add more as I'm going. I just don't want to flood my brush right now, so that's all I'm doing. And hopefully this won't be too dark. I'm just dotting it all over. And this foundation has glorious coverage. Glorious coverage. I've always liked this foundation. Hold on, I'm going to get my mirror close enough here. There, can you see? It has this beautiful texture to it, and it does, I would say, a medium coverage. I wouldn't say full, but I would definitely say medium coverage to it, and it just glides, especially with this brush applicator, it just glides on beautifully. And I don't, a little goes a long way also. One of the things you want to watch out for, even when you're going, on a video, on a camera like this, is the camera can tend to be heavy-handed is the way I want to put it, harsh as far as your skin is concerned. And if you get a makeup that is way off shade, so 2 shades darker or 2 shades lighter, the camera along with the lights will really reflect that and pick that up. So you do want to be pretty much bang on as far as your foundation shading is concerned, because on camera you could look like an Oompa Loompa, or like you have a fake tan on or something like that, and it's distracting more than anything else. I don't think it's not like someone is gonna reprimand you or anything like that. But when you're on camera and you're trying to have a serious conversation with someone, the last thing you need is for them to be constantly checking out your face and your neck and your demarcation and saying, wait a minute, why is her face 3 shades darker than her neck, or what's going on with her bronzer being so streaky or anything like that. You kind of want to make sure that the blending process is very well done. Um, and that goes for photography as well. That's why you have these professional makeup artists doing people's makeup before a photo shoot, or obviously when they go on camera and live and all of that, because your makeup, or any makeup, a person's makeup uh, can make or break you, and you've seen them. You've seen actors and actresses come on that look totally, I mean, their skin is just totally a new skin of God knows what, okay? And you're like, oh my God, did they not look at themselves in the mirror, or did not, someone alert them to the fact that they look hideous with that bronzer or that blush or whatever it is. Whatever is drawing your attention to them at the time is bad attention, not good attention. Okay. All right. So we've done our makeup. We've done our. I'm putting these to the side so I know what I've done. So the next thing I like to do is before I do my mascara, I'm going to do my brows, because apparently my brows need a lot of doing. I'm using the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil, and this shade is, if I can get a shade on here, oh, ash brown. Okay, so there's this. Hopefully it'll come. There you go. You guys see it, okay? There we go. And I love this. This is one of my favorite eyebrow things, because you got your spoolie on one end, and then you've got a retractable, always sharp. There you go. Let's see if you see that. Retractable, always sharp pencil. As you can see, I can control this, and it's very sharp. And never have to worry about where's my sharpener, what's going on, nothing like that. So let me go ahead, and I am going to kind of like bend over here a little bit. I'm going to roll closer to the camera here, and then start filling it in. And I'm doing very small, wispy, you see there, very small, wispy strokes. I don't do a long, stroke down my face, because that obviously looks really harsh. And I'm just, as you can see, the darker, but it's still kind of natural looking, as opposed to this, lighter. So I'm aiming for filling it in and making it a little bit more prominent, not like drawn on like a stencil prominent. Again, not to draw too much attention, but enough where, people just see that you're well put together. That's all. That's the name of the game. The name of the game is to make yourself look like you're put together, without calling attention to the fact. Because, ultimately your goal is to impress them with your skills and your knowledge and your know-how, and have a good conversation and rapport with these people, because potentially you'll be working with them for some time, hopefully, and they're the ones paying your bills, kind of, from the freelancing stuff. So, little backstory how I got into this. I've been putting out proposals on a website called Upwork. And, I'm the type of person that I've got to really look at that job description and analyze the actual company. And I go on their website, look at their career section. I do my due diligence when it comes to a company before I even apply, before I even send in, a proposal or apply online. Like, it's got to it's got to hit me. It's got to be like, okay, I really like what this company stands for. I see the benefit in what they do, and I'd like to, be part of this. So I'm very picky when it comes to uh, getting a job or applying for a job. I can afford, let's just say that, I can afford to be picky at my age. I'm, in the retirement mode and basically retired, and I want to do this as some income, but also to keep myself busy, keep myself engaged, and knowledge, that's not a word, but keep myself knowledgeable, up to date with the latest, greatest, and, just, have something to do every day. Basically, get up and have something to do, have some tasks to do, and all that. Okay, so this is done. Eyebrows are done. Okay. I feel like I should maybe fill in here a little bit. I think I'm gonna go back and do that. So hold on a second. So yeah, so this job just happened to run across my page, and I started looking at it, and it looked really intriguing. And without giving away who they are or whatever, they're all about warehouse automation. Okay, and they want someone like me to help them, with their documentation and so on and so forth. Maybe some of their training. And I'm like, gosh, that is such a cool field to do. And I kind of had a little stint, not a lot, but a little stint in warehouse. Working in a warehouse, so I kind of understand what they're about. And the last few months that I was at my regular job as a writer, uh, I had I had to go into the warehouse, and I did create some documentation for them as far as procedural documentation and all that. So I understand what their needs are. So I'm qualified on that end now. I just wanted to make sure that it's something I really want to get involved with and do. Which I found like, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. What the heck? Let me get to my next thing. Next thing I want to do is my eyeliner. So I'm going to try a little green eyeliner. Probably doesn't match with my purple. I get it. This is more like a blue green, almost like an aqua color, but just a tiny, tiny bit, just like on the lower lashes, basically, is what I'm going to be doing. So hopefully you guys can see me. Let me see if I put my thing mirror here, if you can see me. Okay, I think you can see me. So I found them really intriguing, and I said, you know what? I'm going to apply for this. I'll probably never hear from them again, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to go ahead and put together a proposal and send them some of my examples of what I've written, and what I'm capable of doing. And I sent them a link on my LinkedIn profile so they could kind of peruse that. And basically, this was like 3 weeks ago, and I hadn't heard anything. And I'm like, okay, it's just went into that whole, cyber hole that no one will ever look at my stuff. But it was kind of fun to dream that, someone would find it interesting. Well, lo and behold, Friday afternoon, I get this little ping through Upwork, where I'm on, and it's an app that you download, and you can have it on your phone. And someone says, hey, we got your proposal, we're very interested in talking to you. Would you be available for a quick chat, kind of interview chat, about what our needs are and what we want the freelancer to do? And I'm like, they want me. Oh my God. Oh my God. They want me. What do I do? What do I do? I got all angst. And of course I responded right away. And, they had me pick out a calendar date and an invite. And I had to, kind of go on YouTube and Google all that, like, okay, how do I accept a calendar invite for a chat on Upwork? I mean, there's a ton of videos on how to do all this, right? And I just want to make sure I'm not lame and doing something crazy and, screwing something up. Okay, so that's the green. I think it's kind of flattering. I don't think there's a lot going on as far as the eyeliner. It's not heavy handed, so I'm okay with that. I think on camera it looks pretty good. There you guys go. I'm just going to look around so you see it. And that's it on the top. So yeah, so I accepted the invite, and very nice guy said, hey, have a good weekend and looking forward to talking to you Monday. And I'm like, yeah, cool. And so we'll see what happens. I'm not looking for a full-time job. Like I said, I'm retired now, in the retirement mode. So I don't want to be working 40 hours a week or more. I want to do 15, 20 hours at the max. Basically have smaller projects and meet a deadline and help out a company and, be done with it. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do next? Let's do mascara. I'm going to do the Essence Princess Mascara. The blue one. There's like a number of them. I think there's green, there's purple, there's blue. This is the blue one. It's called the False Lash Effect Mascara. This is the waterproof one. I really like it. It comes with a really nice brush. It's a little goopy at the end because I've been using it so much. But it's got a couple of hairs on it. Hang on a sec. Hate when that happens. Come on. There we go. Do I have a... Did I bring in a... I didn't. Ah! Okay, well, now I have stuff on my hand. I was gonna... There. Great way to start. I was gonna get a paper towel, and I did not... I don't see it here. Shoot. I know I had it out in the counter in the kitchen, but it's just gonna stay there now. Just gonna deal with it, Maria. Calm down. Just deal with it. So, yeah, so that's the whole story behind all of this. I do recommend going on a video chat with whoever is trying to hire you, or if you have any kind of a gig work, because you do want to sit down and discuss everything and know what the expectations are. And I don't think, at least I can't effectively communicate that through email or just regular chat. Next best thing, of course, is a phone interview, and people have had success on doing that too. But I think for the most part, you wanna basically put your best face forward, as they say, and sit down with that person. And you can tell a lot about a person too, face to face. I mean, I get all kinds of, you get all kinds of vibes from people when you sit down with them. And especially if you're going to be working with someone and they're like going to be your manager, or a project manager or program manager, or anyone in some sort of position above you, where they're giving you, your tasks and your marching steps every day. The last thing you want to do is be saddled with someone that you just don't click with at all. And they're like, pardon my French, a-holes. And you're like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? There's this, psycho that's a manager, or they're some narcissist or something, and they're gonna abuse me or bully me or whatever. Not that you'd probably on a initial video, they probably wouldn't do that unless they're completely cray-cray. But You just never know. You know, you pick up a lot by seeing their body language, their gestures, how they like how their mind works. You know what I'm saying? How they approach things. What type of questions are they answering? I mean, asking you. Um, you know, are they getting personal right off the bat? Are they not asking appropriate questions? Are they not focused on, you know, what they're trying to hire you for? You know, just a lot of things can come to light where I've had I've had times where I was really excited about a certain job, and I was like, "Oh, hey, oh, this job is fabulous, blah 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 blah." And then I'd get on a call with someone, and I would say, I would hear them out, and they were so not focused on what they even wanted. You could tell, like, they didn't even know what the job specifications would be, or what they wanted out of that work or that person, to the point where, you know, you get off the phone going, I have no idea what they want me to do. You know, that whatever was on the job description versus what they're talking about is like two different things, and you start to get this bad feeling, this bad vibe going on, and you know, that's where it's like ding, 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 ding. Hello, red flag, red flag, red flag. And sure enough, I would just basically, you know, tell them I've accepted another job. You know, it's the easiest thing to do is just say I've accepted another job. So sorry, you know, would have been great to work with you, but blah, blah, blah. You know, I accepted another job. And yeah, so it's really important. It's really important to get on that call and, you know, just literally, um, you know, feel them out. Okay, guys, I couldn't stand it. I got myself a tissue because I just stopped the video and I ran out and got a tissue. Okay, so we've done my eyes. My eyes are pretty good. They're popping. It's going to be okay. I think this one just has a lot of reflection from this light over here. I can see it, you know, in the camera. So it looks like there's not that much coverage here, but looking in the mirror, there's quite a few, you know, there's good coverage on here. So I'm not going to, well, maybe I could put just a tiny bit more, but I'm not going to overdo it because I don't want it to look too bad. There we go. Okay. There we go. I got teeny weeny little eyelashes, so I have to be careful about overdoing it. There. Okay. I'm going to move on now. I am going to go ahead and do my blush, and that's going to be it. I'm not going to be doing bronzer. You know, I don't need to be doing bronzer. Again, I don't want to look too put together. Honestly, like, you know, you could be too done up. And then they're like, oh my God, you know, is she really serious about working, or is she just like a glam queen, you know? And people, you know, people are going to judge. People, it's human nature. People are going to judge no matter what. They're going to judge. And they can go ahead and judge. I mean, I don't care. You know, I've made my millions, so I don't care about what their thoughts are. But then again, I don't want to completely rattle the cage where this person can't even put two sentences together because they're too busy, you know, checking out my makeup. All right, so here we go again. Look at that blush. Look how pretty that is. Oh, I didn't tell you what I'm using. Essence Blush Up Powder Blush. I love this blush. This is just a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous color. It's a light pink, ever so light, just a hint of flushness. Uh, Absolutely gorgeous. It's called Pinky Flow number 20. And it's got a little bit of iridescence to it. And again, I am not going to go overboard with it. I'm just smile and put it on your cheeks, a little cheek action here when you're smiling. Oh, and don't forget to smile, by the way. One of the things I learned, you could look too serious and too robotic, especially on camera. Talking and this happens because you're just concentrating on what you want to say so badly, and to get it right and get it out and remember everything that you want to talk about, that you don't bother to just smile. You're like, and then I worked at blah blah blah, and then I did blah blah blah, and then I finished this project on time, blah blah blah, and then I did that, blah blah blah, and then you just sound so uh, robotic, really is the word I'm looking for. um, just slow it down. Talk like you're talking to a friendly person. um, and make that eye contact, as hard as it is to look at this little peeper right there, that camera looking at you with its one little eyeball. But just try to focus on that. Make believe it's just a nice, smiley person on the other end, and smile back. How are you? How's the weather over there? Oh, yeah, we had horrible storms last night, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Make small talk. It's very, very important to establish that rapport. People love to have a connection. They love to have a connection. And if you can't do that at the beginning, it's very hard. It's very hard. Okay, so that looks okay. It's a little pink, but this. See, this light over here is brighter than this light. This light always gives me angst. It just doesn't stay bright for too long. It just kind of burns out. So I always have to make sure that I'm not overdoing it one to another. And I think that's good. By the time I get on um, the call, it'll probably fade down anyway. So the next thing I'm going to do is my lipstick, and then I'm going to finish it up with powder, and then we'll be done. And we're doing good. I'm trying to see how many minutes I've been using here, and I don't know how to use this, so I'm not very sure how long I've been on here, but I'm sure it's been a little bit of a while. Yeah. Oh, I see it. There it is. 33 minutes. Okay. And I'll be editing that down too. All right. So the last one is the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon. I love these in all shades. I just love it. This side, I have no idea what this side is. Oh, this is to sharpen it. I could use a little sharpening, as a matter of fact. And then this end is the actual pencil. As you can see, very well loved pencil. I'll go ahead and do a little sharpening of it, just to make sure that it's... Oh, this is so cool, guys. It just sharpens. Can you see it? You see how it comes out? Kind of sharp. It's like, that's kind of fun. I've never done that before, and there, it makes a nice little tip, you see? So you're kind of back to having a nice tip. All right, so hopefully I can alleviate that little boo-boo right there. Again, not something I want to show online. There, that looks better. I don't want to show them I've got this horrible thing on my lip, and I've been biting my lip. As my mother would say, she would always say, not a good look, not a good look. She was so funny with a lot of sayings. Did you guys have parents like that? That they would, for whatever the occasion, they were like walking memes. They had a saying for everything. My parents were like that. I can't remember offhand now anything specifically she would say, but she would say a lot of funny things. And especially where boys were concerned. Men don't like women that do blah, blah, blah. And, oh, is that the way you're going to act to your husband? Or, things like that. Just so funny. Brings back a lot of good memories. Okay, so I think we're okay with that. I still have a little bit of I might put like maybe some powder or something. It just looks like there. I mean, does that look noticeable to you guys? It looks a little noticeable, but I'm just hoping it's not gonna like literally bust open and bleed on me. That's what I'm trying not to do. I just, I think it's nerves, honestly. I think it's like nerves. I'm just kind of like in that mode where anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Okay, I'm going to take this fluffy brush, and I've got the True Match L'Oreal Super Blendable Powder, and this is in N3, so neutral 3, and it's well loved, as you can see. I'm going to put this all over my face. It's kind of floofy. I'm just going to wipe, swipey all over my face, and hopefully my lips will stop oozing or bleeding or whatever the heck it is that they're doing right now, because I am not happy with them. I am just not happy with them. It's my fault, though. I have not been putting enough moisturizer on my lips at night before I go to sleep. I really need to focus and try to do that for some reason, because I don't know if I do it in my sleep, honestly. I don't know when I do it, but I have a tendency to bite my lip, and I don't even know that I'm doing it. And, you know, I can really, I've basically got a permanent scar now on my lower lip from years and years of doing that. It's not a good look. It really is not a good look. I think it's going to be okay. I've got another like hour or so. So I don't think it's going to keep doing that. I'm going to have to like do that a lot. So, and maybe even like have a little napkin with me here or something, but oh, them's the brace. There's nothing else I can do about it. The show must go on. The show must go on. So I will be doing that. All right, so there's the powder on me. I'm trying to get into the crook of my nose. You don't want to have a shiny nose. But everything looks pretty well blended and put together. What do you think, guys? Did I do a good job? I think I did a pretty good job. So I'm going to put my mirror over here. Come in really close. There you go. There you go. And yeah, I'm being self-conscious with my lip here. But that's how it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and put on some earrings now, and then I get my hair done, and I should be good to go. Hopefully maybe I can put in a little more lipstick around there, just to kind of fill it in. I think that's better. There. Yeah, I think it's starting to calm down. But, all right, breathe, Maria, breathe. Okay, so we're good. Got my top ready. This is my background, which it always is. So I'm going to take the call here and try to get all the stuff behind me organized. Yeah, so I think we're good to go. I hope you guys are doing well. And I've been trying to put up more videos for you guys. I've got some more topics I want to do, but you know, things come up in our lives, and I'm like, this would be a good video, you know, just to do a get ready with me and talk about, you know, online video and interviewing, and you know, what to do or how to present yourself, how to put yourself together, and I just try to help you guys any way I can. So, you know, with this economy, especially the gig economy, and also a lot of people being laid off now, and a lot of people that have not had to deal with presenting themselves, that have been in the corporate environment amongst their friends for a long time, for years, let's just say, um, and they didn't have to brush off their resume. They didn't have to think about, going for interviews and submitting their resumes online and all of this. These are all new, highly anxious things that uh, you know people are doing now, having to do because of all the layoffs that are happening in our environment, unfortunately. So a lot of people are going to be needing some sort of hand holding and advice on how to present themselves in front of a camera, how to present themselves in a chat, and all of that. And more power to them. I hope that they do a great job, and um, you know get a great job out of it, and don't have to keep doing it for a long, long time. But if they do, hopefully this video might help somebody. And as long as it helps somebody, that's what I care about, okay? I love you guys very much. Thank you again for sticking it out with me. And don't forget to thumbs this up and subscribe. Definitely, I could use the traction on some of these videos. So if you like what you see, I do beauty, I do health, I do mature living and lifestyle and some food and all of that. We're a really, really good bunch here, a really good community, and which you will see. And by subscribing to this channel, you'll be notified of all the new videos that I put up. So that's always a good thing, okay? I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!